there for that window, and Hobbit just, you know, applying a little bit of pressure. The rest of... Oh, speaking of pressure, wow, Max taking down Hobbit. That's a nice start. I was going to say they just wanted to have some attention drawn this way. It looks like they were setting up for some sort of an A crunch eventually, but now there's a little bit of a chance for 90 to do something at least. Smoke going off the connector, but this is a good start at the very least, getting that early kill.
100%. Right now, I feel like it's just about trying to pull some rotations to the B site. You've got that top con smoke to try to fake it out. But with the bomb now making it play out of Palace, I don't know if they've done the due diligence just yet. Still goes 1 for 1. The advantage in the favor of 9Z. The bomb's going to go down, but still already have players here on the assistance from Stairs. Axile thought he was going to get flashed into CT, but no, just takes the raw aim duel and wins it out outright. So we go to even footing, and it's all about playing for this time right now, wasting the utility, baiting it all out. That wasn't a flash, and he almost got baited by it, but everybody right now a bit spread apart for the likes of 9Z, moving in piece by piece, and also picked apart in the exact same regard. Axile already with 2 as he looks for more. They're both split apart, but they still want to take the fights. And QZ, he finds the frag, but it just might be a little too late.
It's a rough one. Smoke is up, though, on top of the bomb. Oh, Shiro, what a headshot. But even with the kit, it doesn't matter, no matter what. Playing a team that's, you know, that's this far near the top 3 in the world, it's always going to get rough. But they have such a weird style that I just feel like for 9C, I mean, they obviously know about it. They've obviously looked at demos and everything else, but it is so hard.
A little bit. Defensive position taken, EGT with an opening pick, and maybe this starts to unravel some of the curiosities of 9Z, who start to cheat a player up catwalk. You've got DGT while low, he'll still be here to try to spot out a cross, in which he finds another, and this B take seems to be in shambles, instantly shut down, and Cloud9 might have just given up that second round that we were worried about.
Yeah, oh, they're actually shutting it down so well. Shiro, doesn't really matter how many kills he gets right now in terms of winning the
presence in middle, and I feel like that's dictated their success to some point, whether it's the pistol round where they try to take early control, that rifle round where they ended up going into B, they had somebody lurking in middle for the whole round. It feels like 9Z just really wanted to put an emphasis on shutting down what Cloud9 got done in mid.
Well, it's working, right? If you control the mid portion of the map, it makes a lot of sense. Then
I mean, they don't really have much risk being taken here, especially with the aggressive hold, but maybe that is a risk. If you don't hit the shot, well, now you fall into a 4-on-5, thankfully, and QZ on the off, a couple of chances to bring it back, but the 4-on-4 is taken with happy smiles on their faces. The bombs dropped as well, so they're going to try to crunch into this A site without the biggest important part of it. Now 2-on-3, smokes bloom absolutely everywhere. The timer, again, ticking against them. Maybe a little bit too much time taken in these early stages. Shoulder spotted to the Stairs player, but again, they've got a crossfire set up for this in the flank of rocks, about to end the round entirely, doubling down.
Time, though, with a lot of people coming in from the catwalk, so at range, let's see that AK spray looked like, oh, is that Khalil, in fact? But still, the spray could have been just fine to take down GDT. He's out in the open still, looking for a frag, and he'll take it on Hobbit. Didn't see him with that AWP, and what a deep...
Well, he didn't go up the ladder. He decided to get a bit creative with it, think outside of the box, but it doesn't matter how you think if you don't have a head. DGT, he's the great equalizer, but that's not going to stop 9Z from pressing forward in a round like this. Rocks on the reswing, that one's not going to fly. And while we're still on even footing, it could go very poor considering they keep finding these individual players. And a well-placed flashbang for Max is going to mount him a bit of an advantage. Now, the op event and QZ is the next roadblock you've got to go towards. It's a full-on op duel, but again, it's the bomb potentially to be trapped in halls if things don't go their way. And they've also spotted the player trying to come through the rabbit hole, so maybe this is going to be expected. And
real good start right here on 9C on Mirage. First map, of course, in the best of 3, but you've got to appreciate it. David taking down Hobbit here, and there's not that much weapon, no weaponry at all, really, on that CT side at the moment.
And it doesn't even seem like it's a stack on the pistols. Just kind of, I don't know, throw yourselves around, see if you can't find a kill. Maybe we walk away with the frag, maybe we don't. It doesn't really matter. But so far, 9Z are just able to hold on to all of these guns. And I guess that's the big win, right? Just keep the money built up.
That's all they need. I mean, this map...
Reels with it, and then you just can't do anything with it. I don't think there's any in-between on that one.
It's all or nothing, yeah. That's probably true. Yeah, that's how I feel with the Deagle. You know, it's a deep grenade from Axile, blowing him right up. But, ooh, Shiro, what a save, and he's back with a shot, taking down GDT, and he knows there might be an open play. He's going to try and see if he can flash him out of that position, and NQC, what a madman. He runs forward once he's flashed. Instead of running back and hiding in the palace, he just wants to see if he can push it. He's on his own, though, and Nafany will take...
Cloud9, dude, they keep relentlessly throwing in these bits of utility, and Shiro, finally, after all of his waiting and patience, catches David lurking out through the smoke, and they realize it's About time they just cut their losses and see if they can't make it work as they barrel out through his smoke. The Apex angle is not going to help Rock. Shiro from triple on the op once more. He smells it. Blood in the wall.
And that the problem is now there's more defense here. They got 3 people ready to go.
It's the definition of insanity, man. They keep trying this speed play, and it seems like it keeps not working. Axile finally gets to activate on that double op, and it's back-to-back op clips for the likes of Cloud9. Another big moment.
I'm sure Cloud9 must be thinking the same thing, that this should be a little bit of an easier affair. Nice opening. It's David again, taking down Shiro, and now Hobbit. You could tell he's under a lot of pressure. Nefany trying to help him out. Hobbit, though, taking 2 of them with him into the grave. That's an expensive price to be paying right there, and it's NQC and Max left, and I'd say just as he goes down. NQC on his own, 1 versus 3, and more power to him. Shiro showing up, making a bit of noise, and that actually distracts. Inter's able to get the kill because they were all looking down towards that catwalk instead. Close range with the Deagle. Even after the nerf, it can still do some damage. And Shiro now closer with the AWP. Instant no-scope, and he likes him to follow it up. It's a headshot from Inters, and it's a lot of utility in the middle for a pistol round. Smoke and Molotov to try and do this B-split, but maybe it's going to pay off. They've left 1 person down the middle. I think Shiro waiting for anyone to show up, and they entry that bomb site, no problem. And look at Shiro. He's inside of the smoke waiting. They're already falling back. He's hearing it. Could take the fight. If they're trying to go on through, he would have been ready for that as well. So they had everything covered. This is a very well-planned round coming out from Cloud9 to start this with.
I think Shiro just intentionally went, further in the smoke to block them from coming through on CT.
Yeah, it's possible. It did look like he bumped into them, right?
I think he did it intentionally because it looked like they wanted to burst through to try to find an opening pick.
And they're like, damn, we can't even get through the smoke. Just walk away. It's not working. With the timing, sneaking up to top mid, they're gonna come back look for him. 30 seconds on the clock. The bomb is making its way. This could get a bit awkward. Yep, the bomb is down outside. Nice shots from Max as well. And now they're in trouble. 20 seconds right here. Cloud9, they can't really give this round away. This is a little bit too early. They get into the bomb site at the very least. They're gonna get a bomb plant 2 on top. So 2 versus 3 for the after plant, and let's just see if 9C could pull it back here and actually retake the bomb site.
Yeah, but now there's rifles to work with, and NQC long distance has just hit the dink of his lifetime on the MAC-10, leaves it all up to Hobbit. And
create enough of a distraction on long to pull David away from that position, then maybe there is a way to do this, but NQC standing on his own, no problems at all. He's got some backup here, so they should be able to keep him down at long. But David is starting to make his way there. Nafany with a headshot, run and gun. That is one hell of a kill. And Inter's coming out. And now at long, Hobbit. There's no one there to fight, but this is way more than you were expecting from the T side. It's a good job so far.
This is still so close, too, because DGT's been low since the start of the round. There's a little bit of utility to try to get back in on this, but that nade's not going to do all that much. And this scout, all it's got to do is maybe put an extra tag onto the plate of them. Hobbit going to hear the footsteps, but can't capitalize on the kill. And now they're starting to be pincered in once again. Back-to-back-to-back retakes attempted for 9Z. And they've all felt like they've gotten closer than they should have in the previous, rather no, NQC. But they're still all sitting around that $2,000 to $3,000 range, if not less. And that kind of means anybody who falls here, it's a big L to take, especially against pistols. Oh, okay. I was a bit worried there, but then I realized it's just Glock, so it should just be a bit of a firing range for him.
Yeah, that was scary, though. He didn't have any head armor either, so something you might...
Strong CT side from 9Z, but they were just kind of lost for consistent success when it came to the offense. So I'm waiting to see what they show us on the T side, because I still feel like that could be the deal sealer.
Well, if you got your bet on Cloud9, then that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a really strong CT side, which I agree they definitely could have. I don't want to call this over at all, but I'm just enjoying the fact that 9C are showing some real fight right here, making this a lot more interesting. All right, good for you, Axile.
You're right. I mean, it's always satisfying to look at those P250 kills. Always.
I mean, it doesn't have the same boom behind it as the Deagle shot, but it does feel a little bit more slick. It feels...
They've gotten all this info, so it's going to be an all-out war zone. C9 have the proper chance here. Scout spotted. It's all about getting the info on where these players lie. Currently 5-7, not able to get the kill, but does enough damage to make it worthwhile. Nafany's Scout's gotten 2, and Max has all the pressure put onto him. The force buy has gone terrifically off over 9Z. All up to him in the middle of the site with the Galil in hand. He's got so many targets that are just so low.
Pave the way. I don't know. It's kind of a classic. It's been done before. Leading the way with a couple of pistols just to create a little bit of space. and see if that AK could find a headshot in the background. They know as well. You could tell they're trying to stay out of the line of fire. They definitely know what's coming. They've tagged it up. Grenade on top, and it'll blow them up. Oh, that's so much damage.
Trying to pick back, but still, you're down by 2 men. You need a pick to go back. It might just be fielded here by Naf, and he thankfully gets the trade and info behind it too. Enters. He's gonna have help here shortly. Shiro, if anybody, that's who you want helping. Do they clear the cubby? No. Trigger discipline play from the FAMAS. Gets the first, spins around. Max with the bomb. Might have just done it. It's 2v2. The plant's gonna go down. Shiro gonna wait for the digits to be finalized. No, the jump comes in. He plants behind the double stack. Gonna be denied. He stays alive. C9. Just barely able.
It could be a little bit of a change of pace here, setting up to run for the fire into a little bit of a nade to take some damage for it, but it's working. It's working so well. Taking down Neff on the outside. Intas in that corner, wedged up against it, trying to buy some time with the smoke, but they're not going to let him. David with a huge double kill, and they're going to claim the bomb site and get the bomb plant down really quickly.
Yeah, instantly switching out. The worst part is Shiro's either stuck with an MP9 or an AWP, neither of which you'd like in a situation like this. Nade bounce to the under window spot, won't do too much damage, and Amali is responded with. There's not much to go right now for C9. They might have just breathed their last little bit over here on Dust 2. Both even coming in from the unfavorable spot. I'd say that Molly's gonna go in under window. And now they make their move, both in from that window side. Not really yet being held, but this timer's draining so low right now. Finally, a kill comes back. Axile's gonna have to be the one to do it, but no, now it's Shiro descending from the heavens, and he's been spotted, taps the bomb, flicks, but he won't connect it. That's it. 9Z have somehow taken it off of C9.
Phase lineups when they came together was like coming from different countries. The only chance was to create an international roster. So you got to imagine similar kind of idea with the South American team. All of them coming together on this roster to do some damage. NQZ and Rox with a couple of kills brought into a 3-on-3 and bomb. Ooh, this is a bold plant.
Yeah, not even a little bit. Ooh, yeah, goes for it right away. They needed those kills to get back into the game. Otherwise, they would have probably lost this round already because 2 opening kills going the way of C9 to start the round with. Intas is on a very, very long flank. That might take a while before that gets put into play. NQC takes down Hobbit. If they could find Shiro, they don't have to worry about Intas anymore. Though Shiro, almost finding them instead, goes the other way in Intas. Yeah, he has to run now. He can't really be silent anymore. I don't know. There might be a kid on the ground somewhere, but I'm not sure he's ever going to find it. He's walking in. Yeah, the kid was that flick with the Galil. Why not? Ooh, Max. Running wild with the Mac 10 right here. Couple of kills in his favor. They're not too worried about this one. Just up against the USPs, so having a decent time of it. 3 versus 5.
Yeah, NQZ was added just like a week ago, like just at the start of this event, essentially. So he's a very, very fresh addition to the roster. Obviously, a couple big wins over Fury, as we mentioned.
Find a kill. Maybe it'll do something down here, but it might be too late anyway. Counter Molotov comes out. Shiro, ooh, almost making a run for it there, but David's going to be found anyway. 30 seconds left, and everyone's going to be showing up to this B-bomb side. They know what's coming, and Hobbit is good for the defense right here. Down to 20 seconds. They're running out of time on that T side right here, and Max, he gets down to trying to wrap around the other side of the pillar. And once again, the time is just a huge issue here. They can't spend a lot of time taking this duel. They need to win the fights and get the bomb down.
If smoke is put up and Cloud9 just playing the delay game. Oh!
Okay. That's against an AWP. David, again, he's just not afraid at all, taking that fight. And even after getting the win, he's like, I'm going to keep pushing. I want to create the space for my team. Nafany hiding inside of the smoke, but Rox will take him down. Hobbit is still here, and the wallbang's not doing much of anything there, but Max will win the fight. And as you said, Axile needed to stay alive, and he did out long. Oh, time is nearly running out, but they get the bomb plant down. Axile comes in for it, and it's a 1 versus 1. NQC is back there. They're both very low on health. That M4, oh, with the Molotov on top, it's going to put all the pressure on. He lands the shot. Now, running out of cash could easily be like 6 or 7 rounds, like we said, in that first half for 9C, which is not that bad. Suddenly, it's looking much more doable. Rox out hunting, getting some of those eco frags, getting a little bit ahead of himself, maybe. I think they know Cloud9. They know what's coming. Ooh,
well, there goes David.
Yeah.
Yep. There goes the entry power. 5-on-3, 30 seconds left on the clock, and this is where you really could use a nice, clean, decisive entry.
3 versus 5. Yeah, I mean, it has to be flawless entry from here on out. Rox walking through just as the smoke is fading. The time was not too bad for it, but they're already getting flanked, so not quite going to work out in the end. A 9 WP and NQC feel like he's been very reliable with it, so see if he's going to get a chance here to challenge someone. Inters goes down. It's Max at the start, and a good flick right then and there. Nafany, he was a little bit further out, so it could have been scary. But, and Max, this is so smart. Yeah, don't take the fight. It's not worth it. You've got that 5-on-3. Let him have that part of the map. It doesn't mean anything. He comes bursting out, taking down Exile and getting all the information. Wow, that is such a smart play for Max.
I don't think Exile would have expected that. He would have heard the call that someone was in the staircase, but didn't expect the door to be open. Now the bomb is dropped so far away, so even if these kills come out for Cloud9, they've got to run all the way back across the map to get the bomb, and just Shiro remaining. He's flanked out. Orange fans tweet at Anders. Nice spray down from Max, double kill for him. MQZ adding one on top of it, and this round's over.
Yeah, right quick. Not even any, I don't know if they had anything specifically planned, probably not, but either way, it's been washed away here. Max getting a couple of easy kills for himself to pad that around that corner. He might just be dead almost immediately. Nafany up close. Doesn't make a difference. There's the shot. Krieg on the other side, and he goes for it. NQC absolutely fearless. What a triple. If he can interrupt some of this take a little bit, there's the door opening. He did spot it, but walking up behind. Oh, Max got himself sandwiched in with the flash on top.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, they wipe out the defense here. DGT, not much you could do in this one. 1 versus 5, essentially, at the bomb site. NQC, I don't think he's going to get here in time either. Yeah, no chance here. Tried for the shot for the box. I appreciate that. If he would have landed the shot and killed him planting the bomb, that would have been exciting, but wow, that defense is wiped out.
Yeah, they're the trigger on an execute.
Yeah, they're going for it right away. Not so much thinking, just maybe a knockout punch here to the A bomb site. Oh, this flank especially, with Exile hanging around back here, Max coming up out of the connector, it's going to be so hard to read. First engagement, he might be done almost immediately. I love that he's checking. He knows that something is up, but he just can't get out. Hobbit's going to take down one, and oh, it falls apart right at the finish line. They almost had the overtime, and now Rock's on his own. 1 versus 4. He takes down one of them, but it is too late. 16-14, and Cloud9 will send 9C packing, but it took everything they had to get here.
Yeah, that's super impressive from 9Z. I mean, that last round is just all about the Cloud9 experience. They're like, we took this